Listen, it's going down in Atlanta this summer. That's right, y'all. Chasing the Beat Live is here. A live experience of queer art and creativity. On Friday, June 21st. Doors open up at 7 p.m. Listen, I done got y'all hosts karaoke with a live band, a little DJ, we got a happy hour, reality TV games. We're gonna have a little dancing, appearances by some of your favorite socialites and celebrities. I'm performing, it don't get no better than that, and so much more. So much more. This is the gayest variety show ever, with a special all-queer hip-hop lineup featuring Ocean Kelly, Goddess Mikey, Hemingway, Ayo Rashawn, and Tiana Banks, plus a whole lot of soul singing from Sunny Dread, Brazy, and Miles Tripp. Plus some stand-up comedy from Rockefeller and the social media famous Tommy the Gossip, hosted by yours truly, Quentin T. Harris. Oh yeah, we finna crank it, bitch! Listen, pre-sale tickets are going on right now. Head on over to www.eventbrite.com. Search Chasing the Beat or look for the Apache Cafe profile to get your tickets. Get your tickets now before the pre-sale ends May 31st and the price goes up. Now I know we all outside this summer, so you and your friends jump in the car and pull up on us down in the Atlanta at the Apache Cafe Friday, June 21st for Chasing the Beat Live, a live experience of queer art and creativity. And yes, I did that in one take. See you there.
One come on from Otis Cast, PWIST, the winner.
Is there anything about season 3 you want to talk about before I move us to the summer of 2019 that started a lot of shit? You ready?
No, yeah, let's slide.
You ready? You ready to slide? Because I'm finna slide.
Go ahead. Because I feel like I don't even remember a lot of this stuff we're talking about now. It's been so long ago. So let's catch it up.
No, because I think a large part of me have always wanted to talk about this. It's just a little bit.
Here you go. Where you about to go?
Let's talk about the whole Q homeless thing, right? That happened off camera. And so I'ma still be fair.
Go ahead.
I remember a member of production that I was friends with was calling me. And we would talk like we normally do. And because they were on production, I always just was like, okay, whatever you and I talk about, I'm gonna make sure it just stays right here because I don't never want people to start, which they were already trying to like misconstrue our relationship, but I'm just gonna say it. And this is how, and
put a name on it, please.
Until my cast, and Dario, until my cast, like I used to be very knowledgeable about a lot of shit that I could have brought up on camera that I never did. That I never, ever did.
The homeless.
So, and I'm not gonna, because he never used the words homeless. The words homeless were never used, at least to me, from him.
To you.
From him.
He said it to enough people, other people, the way he was wording things. And I saw the orchestrating once I got all my pieces together.
During our conversations, there would be like he would just say these little things about you and your housing. But it was never, to me, it was never to the extreme of saying you were homeless. Like, he never said that. And I just always remember saying, like, girl, I don't know shit about that. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about that. I just don't know nothing about that. The next thing, but it was nothing ever, like, serious. And at this point, honestly, and I think you can attest to this, everybody got their own relationships with everybody, and everybody says something about everybody. Like everybody says something about somebody. And it's not to the point of saying something like, oh, I gotta go. We all in the same arena. We all work together. We all friends. We all work out. We all work together. Somebody may know something about somebody, and you friends, somebody is always saying something about something. We filming a reality TV show. We all gay.
Somebody
we in Atlanta. It's always something going on. You know what I'm saying? And then my earlier approach was, and I was young, looking back on it, I just would have said, girl, stop talking to me about that. You know, I did not put my foot down and was like, do not talk to me about that. Because at the time, I didn't see nothing too perverse about it. Right.
A producer telling another casting was personal business.
But because you and Dario also had your own friendship too. Let's not act like y'all wasn't friends.
I'm not gonna act like we weren't friends.
Yeah.
On production, when I was a part of the cast, we were never friends. It was always boss, and man, we had a relationship, but we never talked on the phone.
I didn't know that.
Randomly text. My only texting to Dario before chasing LA, and when I got chasing LA, was always positive. You know, stay with it. When all the stuff with him and Gaurdini fell out, I was always encouraging him behind the scenes and stuff like that. But we never had a personal relationship. He always had those relationships with you and Ressie G. He never had a personal relationship like that. So I never got another cast member's tea. I didn't ever sat on the phone.
But wasn't he helping you with your YouTube channel? Am I not remembering that the right way?
I think, yeah, you know what? He did because I gave him my password and those type of things, but it was business. So it wasn't no friendship.
I mean, we talking about it.
Okay.
We talking about it.
The PIN number. And I couldn't get the PIN number to my YouTube. And that's what it was. Oh, yeah, that's what it was. And he kept saying, like, oh, I don't have a home address or something like that. You know, let's put it on the floor. I did stay in the West End, but I had my apartment for 5 years when I stayed in Atlanta. So whether it was in the hood or not, I stayed downtown Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So not even 2 miles up the road from Oliver. So clearly I'm staying with the same bitches who in my lane. You know what I'm saying? And so it was something dealing with the PIN number that I couldn't ship it.
That what was I done stumbled into it. That's what was brought up. It was the PIN thing.
You brought
That's what it was.
Too. But you know me and technology and stuff. Look at me tonight.
Q, when I tell y'all Q is an idiot. Let me not say idiot. That was so mean. But Q is horrible. Real bull. Y'all notice every time I told him to do something, I started giving instructions on pull it down, look over here, do this, because he's horrible.
I've always been that way, and I think that I asked him for it to help me with my YouTube because, you know, I think it just got monetized. So, like, you know, I want to do this. And, asked him to help me, child, bit me right in the face.
And so but again, it was at that time, it was something that gave me like alarm, you know, like I always just wanted to stay out of everybody's shit. Like everybody work out their own stuff. You know, I'm not trying to mediate. I don't want to, cause I don't know what y'all talk about, what y'all know, what y'all friendship is. And I'll be
right. So you're definitely right. It wasn't a friendship. It was a business relationship. You definitely bringing back some memories and jogging my memory. So yeah, that's exactly what the hell it was. I couldn't get into my account to send the PIN number to me because, you know,
because you had got monetized.
With that type,
because you had got monetized.
I got monetized, and I could not figure out how to get into my account to send the PIN number. So I think he was going around telling people, well, he can't send the PIN number because he ain't got nowhere to stay. No, bitch, I couldn't figure it out.
Back in the day, to give y'all context of what we talking about, back in the day when you got monetized on YouTube,
they had to ship you your number.
They mailed you a number to type in. And it was an automated thing that was sent to like the address that was on your Google account. Like they didn't ask you no questions. Once you got monetized, they automatically sent you a PIN number to put in to activate your monetization to make money on YouTube. Now you don't got to do all that. You don't got to do none of that, child. You can just pass the requirements and and do your thing. Mm-hmm. The next instance that I heard about it was from
you better run it back.
Oh no, bitch! Because at the end, because I felt like that whole situation got blamed on me, and I wasn't the one who started this shit. But it was like, oh, Oliver. I'm like, bitch, I didn't know shit about no pin code. I didn't know shit. All I know is Q come over here and bring Moscato, and he bring a little grocery, and he take his little bath, and he be on the couch, and we talk and we have fun. That's all I know, and I didn't really care about anything else. That's all I know.
You just unlocked something, and I'm just so grateful to God for this conversation. You definitely just unlocked something because I kept trying to figure out where is this rumor coming from. I think it's so silly that I'm homeless, and you just reminded me because Dario and I never was close enough to have a friendship.
But hold on. Right. I'm gonna tell you what I remember, and I'm gonna turn it over to you, and you gonna fill in the gaps.
Messy as
The
hell.
next phone call I remember was from Gaurdini. But it wasn't necessarily like, I'm calling you about Q. It was more so like, we just doing our normal chit chat talking. And I'm like, oh, you talked to Q? How you and Q doing? And Gaurdini had told me that, because he talked about it in our chat. Yeah, he did. That he basically, that y'all had fallen out because you had contacted him to help you move into an apartment, because that's what Gaurdini used to do back in the day, y'all.
That was her ass with the pins and the whatever she used to do.
I don't know the specifics, but
I say that's so stupid. To be
I don't know the specifics.
Crimes. Telling 500 plus 5,000 plus people that you committing a crime.
I mean, if I'm already telling it, so I'm gonna tell it. Y'all remember
she
when?
Told it.
Yeah, I mean, she told it. She told it.
Something to be proud of. Girl, that ain't cute.
Y'all remember that scene when it was me, Q, and Gaurdini by the pool during season 3? That's what she told us driving up. This was one of her properties.
Yeah, run it. Thank you. Yeah. So if you got all these properties around town and you got all these apartments, these nice apartments, why, if people saying I'm homeless and I was moving at the end, like the rumors was coming out, and I think that's when I was in a transition of moving, and I'm like, well, okay, well, I know a bitch who got 10,000 apartments around Atlanta. Let me ask her for one. She ain't got none available. It's all this extra. And then I heard her say in an interview with you, I got mad at him for waiting on him to go get the money from his roommate. What the fuck is you?
Thank you for bringing up the roommate. But keep going. But
I never had a roommate. When I had my 2-bedroom apartment for 5 years in that one apartment, never ever had a roommate. I didn't need or want a roommate until I was getting ready to go into one of Gaurdini's fancy ass, big ass apartments that's $1,000 on what the hell I'm paying right now. You know what I'm saying? And so, go ahead. What's your roommate story? Let me see what you got.
So I just want to add context to the Gaurdini having these properties. Y'all got to know, I'm also a young black gay, and I'm not trying to be funny when I say this. My mama was a sergeant making over 6 figures. My grandparents were longtime employees at the county hospital. My aunts and everybody are educators. They are lawyers. They are doctors. They are in sororities. They are ministers. They are preachers. I don't know too much shit about CPNs, food stamps.
All I know
Section 8. I don't know about stuff like that. So when I heard Gaurdini say he got properties, I'm taking it at face value that you got properties, right? I just want to add some and I don't know if that was your perspective. I know that was my perspective. I was like, oh shit.
It was. Like you say, that scene that we did beside the pool, she said that was one of her properties. I had went to a couple of more of her properties. I would be at Gaurdini's house 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, and I'm hearing you run down 5 and 6 bitches who you giving apartments to, and they like, all right, give me $500. All right, your keys at the front door. Your keys at the front door. Your keys at the front door. I'm like, damn. This bitch really did got properties. I'm watching people come to his house and pick up keys and shit. I ain't in your business because I'm your friend. I don't come to nobody's house asking questions, okay? I just sit back. But I am watching bitches come pick up keys. I am watching him on FaceTime, watching a bitch go in and look at their new apartment and be like, well, it's in my name, all that type of shit. And so I'm just like you. I was just like, well, damn, he do got all these apartments. We done filmed that some, and he was. Gaurdini really never had one job. He always, and somebody just said scam that recognized scam in the comments. Exactly right. You know what I'm saying? Back then, he was working for Dev.
Is that a scam?
CPN and passing out apartments in your name. You got 20 apartments in your name. You giving them out. Yeah, you are scamming, baby. CPN is against the law.
A CPN is against the law.
Well, I mean, if it's not business,
because I don't know still.
Doing, and I'm still learning my damn self. That's why I'm just like, it's when you come up here saying certain things. All I know is CPN is not good. Okay, all I know is against the law. All I saw you with all these apartments. The CPN, me learning that stuff came on the latter ends. I'm like, bitch, I guess at this point we already out here. I mean, I'm almost 10 days to close or whatever. So you know what I'm saying. Let's just roll with it. Ain't got nothing to do with me, girl.
Okay, so when he told me the story, he did say like he said in the thing, he said it was about not getting the money, right? Now
He didn't even have an apartment for me to get money for.
I don't know. Now
Okay.
this is when I'm on the phone with Dario, and the conversation comes back up. Now the conversation comes back up because whoever you were supposed to room with in the place that you were moving into with Gaurdini, and I wanna be clear, I don't know if you had a roommate in your old place, but from what was told, you were moving into the new place with
a roommate. Correct.
With a roommate who just so happened. I really want to go to commercial break because I gotta pee, and I really want to tell this story like full out without feeling antsy and anxious. Let's go to one commercial break, and I'm gonna stop drinking these. But yeah, because I want to get through this and not feel like I gotta rush because I gotta pee. We're gonna go through one more commercial break, y'all. Don't go nowhere. We in the mix. I'm finna finish this about the roommate and how this wrap into chasing reality, because it does. We'll be right back after this. Listen, it's going down in Atlanta this summer. That's right, y'all. Chasing the Beat Live is here. A live experience of queer art and creativity. On Friday, June 21st. Doors open up at 7 p.m. Listen, I done got y'all hoes karaoke with a live band, a little DJ, we got a happy hour, reality TV games. We're gonna have a little dancing, appearances by some of your favorite socialites and celebrities. I'm performing, it don't get no better than that, and so much more. So much more. This is the gayest variety show ever, with a special all-queer hip-hop lineup featuring Ocean Kelly, Goddess Mikey, Hemingway, Ayo Rashawn, and Tiana Banks, plus a whole lot of soul singing from Sunny Dread, Brazy, and Miles Tripp, plus some stand-up comedy from Rockefeller and the social media famous Tommy the Gossip, hosted by yours truly, Quentin T. Harris. Oh yeah, we finna crank it, bitch! Listen, pre-sale tickets are going on right now. Head on over to www.eventbrite.com. Search Chasing the Beat or look for the Apache Cafe profile to get your tickets. Get your tickets now before the pre-sale ends May 31st and the price goes up. Now I know we all outside this summer, so you and your friends jump in the car and pull up on us down in the Atlanta at the Apache Cafe Friday, June 21st for Chasing the Beat Live, a live experience of queer art and creativity. And yes, I did that in one take. See you there. Y'all, can we say how healing these conversations have been, you know? Like, we're getting down to a lot of these things. It feels very relaxing to get a lot of this shit just off and out, you know? Make sure y'all come see us if you're in Atlanta. And if you're not in Atlanta, get on a plane and come see us. We are starting the Chasing the Beat live showcase, a night of queer art and creativity, June 21st. Tickets are available right now on Eventbrite. They're actually discounted down, and they will go up, I believe, this Friday. So if you want them for the low, get them today, right now, actually. Get it right now. Why wait? Get it right now. But we're going to have some live performances. We're going to have a concert. There's going to be some karaoke. We're going to do some interactive audience games based on reality TV. It's going to be a really great night. I'm very excited about it. I'm very proud of it. Oh, he didn't change.
I got cold.
I know that's right.
Put something on.
And Q in the streets, aka in the kitchen, is coming to host the whole thing. So make sure y'all come see us. Okay.
Come twerk on me in the kitchen, yeah.
I want to get back in the. I want to get back in the store before it leave me.
Before we lose it, come on.
So the next thing I remember is, and Dario calling me, basically, the roommate, whoever you were supposed to stay with, was friends with Justin J.
Yeah, best friends. I found that out. Mm-hmm. I knew that.
Was friends with Justin J. And
Dario and Justin was friends.
Are friends. I don't know, but they were friends at that time.
I knew.
And the friend was staying with Justin J and was telling, at least from what I was told, was telling everything that was going on in that situation to Justin J, who was then taking it back and telling Dario, who was then now telling me, right?
And everybody else.
Because we're going to get to the Stone situation. Yeah. I mean, Q, everything I'm saying, I've already told you, child. And you know, and honestly, yo, if y'all remember during season 4, I actually had got on live and told this whole story because I was like, girl, I don't know what's going on. So everything I'm saying, I already done said. I already really done said it. I just deleted it because the people was mad at me because I went and told the whole thing. So I just got rid of it.
They ain't want you to know they were some liars. They ain't want the world to know that.
I don't
know. They
know.
were sneaking and being conniving. Why they want you to take it down?
I can't remember. No, it was actually Ressie G who called on Dario's behalf.
Another bitch and some always trying to be in my tea. I was trying to be in my stuff.
But what was being told to me, and then when I talked to Gaurdini again, and this is how I knew nobody was lying. And I'm not saying lying about what was going on in the situation, but I knew people was talking about it, right?
Yeah.
And so from what was being told to me was that Q was basically holding up this move-in process, which was then hold on. I want to say it and then you fill in the blanks. What was being told to me by both was that the friend had to stay with Justin J a little bit longer than what was expected because Q was not doing what he was supposed to do. He was not doing what he was supposed to do as it relates to them moving in, right?
Yeah.
And again, at this time, I'm on the road. Like, I'm traveling from city to city. You know, these are conversations. I'm like in the mirror doing my makeup and cutting my hair, listening to. I'm like, child, listen, whatever y'all got going on, that's what y'all got going on. There's a question that said, I have a question at the time, and I was telling all this info. Were you and Q not as close? Yes, we were close, but like I said earlier, from my vantage point, I thought and Dario and Q was close. And this also comes off of the heels of where me and Gaurdini were friends, and he told me that he was going to do an interview with the lady, and I thought looking out for Funky Dineva and T.S. Madison, I went back and told them, and then it was like this whole thing where even in Dario, Ressie G, everybody who knew about the situation was like, Oliver, you should... But everybody who knew about the situation was like, Oliver, you should not have gone back and told Q and T.S. Madison what Gaurdini said, even though Gaurdini told me he didn't care that I went back and did it. But I totally understand. I should never have involved myself in it. So to me, this was another instance of, okay, these are friends. Whatever's going on with y'all,
I disagree.
I'm not in it.
As a friend,
but okay. So question: when me and Gaurdini was going at it season 3, you never came back and told me the things that he was saying about me. You didn't tell me those things until after. Like all this shit about, I'm gonna do better than her. I never knew about that until today. You never came back and told me that.
So let's be clear. Gaurdini never talked about you to me. Let's be very clear. He would never sit around and dog you because I'm not that kind of friend, and that's where you and I have had a disconnect because I don't let people sit around me and talk about the other one. I don't do that. Gaurdini and I never, to this day, and I don't fuck with him, but we never sat around and talked about you. Yeah. He was trying to outdo you as a friend, trying to out-edit you, trying to outdo these things, because once I stopped fucking with Dario, me and you had started doing some work. Because I had stopped doing my YouTube stuff with Dario. Once the homeless stuff came out, I was waiting on an apartment from Gaurdini that the bitch
working, but we was working before you had started working with Dario. This whole homeless stuff was happening in the summer. You and I worked like during the spring. Yeah, because after the whole homeless stuff, remember you and I stopped talking. We didn't start talking. We didn't start talking until we filmed that scene at Cynthia Place. Like a whole year later. But for me, it was, I don't know what's going on, you know, and to me, it was like, I have been so used to, and you know, I I don't know what's going on. Okay, girl. Like, to me, it was really going in out of one ear and out the other, because I wasn't calling nobody saying, ooh, this is what Dario just said. I wasn't saying to Reese, not Reese, I wasn't saying to Gaurdini, oh well, and Dario did tell me, like, it was like, y'all just talking, okay, girl. Like y'all talk about everything else, we just move on to the next thing. Quez was the one who broke it down to me, who was like, no, you are absolutely wrong. Me and Quez got into a whole argument in here. He was like, well, no, you are wrong. You are absolutely wrong. You are wrong. I was like, okay, well, I get it. Okay, but Quez broke it down to me. And I was like, okay, I understand. I get it.
Because we were cool, and I think that's why somebody asked that in the beginning. But before we even move on, first of all, that's why I fucks with Quez. But, sorry, because there's so much to say, and I'm getting so much information now. It's all coming back to me. But I was going to say,
I'm trying to think.
You ever lost something and a bitch trying to help you look for it?
Yeah.
And they the one who took it or hit it.
Oh, no, I don't know nothing about that. Maybe. I can't call it, but maybe.
Or it's a bitch in the room and she farted. She's like, who did that?
Oh, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I feel like that was Gaurdini behind the scenes, knowing he was the holdup of him having 25 apartments in Atlanta. You mad with me because you are requesting this absurd amount of money, so I have to go back to my roommate. We have to negotiate. We do got to talk because I am moving in with somebody now because I did stay on my own for 4 going on 5 years. This is my first apartment outside of that. So getting into that, apartment situation, it's just so crazy to hear that it stemmed from Dario and then went to all these different people, because Gaurdini and Dario calling Gaurdini about the PIN number and all this other stuff, and Gaurdini going back to him. Wait,
they called each other?
I believe it was some of that in the mix. I'm not sure, but
I don't think they did. I just think
Ressie, Gaurdini, it's like all these hands in the pot trying to put this story together when nobody know anything. And what I made the analogy about somebody having your keys in the same room, Gaurdini knew for months he was the holdup. He knew he was purposely trying to play with me and be funny for weeks.
But why?
Because it's my way or the highway. We had so many different moving parts, cuss you out one day, all these different things. I've always loved him, but you know what I'm saying? I just know sometimes how he moves. He'll even not make certain moves for you because he mad at you about something else. You know what I'm saying? It was around that time, it was always something. So I'm gonna make you wait longer. And so I don't know what the exact issue was, but to hear you on the phone kikiing with all these different bitches when you know you was a holdup. I made the analogy about somebody having your keys and trying to help you find them, bitch. Don't be out here trying to create this narrative, a storyline that I was homeless. When you was a holdup, when I never was homeless. So that was crazy to me.
Now, this is when it had started being communicated to me that you were homeless, when the words homeless were being used, and that's when I called you. I was in Florida, and this is during the time I'm traveling, but I stopped home, and there's a picture. I think we were both in Florida. We were both in Florida. Yes, we were both in Florida. I hope his phone ain't died. His phone probably just died just now. His phone just died. I'm gonna wait till he pop back up. I love you too, baby. No, it's fine. I mean, all of this stuff is, baby, we in 2004. 2024. All this shit we talking about right now happened in 2019. That's 5 years ago. It ain't that serious, at least not to me. I hope it's not serious to nobody else. We 5 years older. We done lost weight, gained weight, lost this, gained that. We all in a different place. So, at least that's what I believe. That's what I think. I'm gonna wait till his phone come back on because I think it did die. But to talk more about the situation while we are parked here, for me, growing. Well, shit. Let me watch my mouth. I don't know. Maybe some of y'all out there can relate. Let's take it out of this. You done been family members talk about each other. Da 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 da. why do I gotta take this information and carry it out and then start something? You know, like, I don't know what's going on. I really don't really care to that extent to involve myself. I see you. And y'all just work it out. You know, at the time, it didn't register to me like, oh, I need to stop him. I felt like me not feeding into it and just letting him say it and we move on to the next thing was innocent enough, right? I know different. Trust me, I know different. Now I know different. And again, also too, from my perspective, Q and Dario are friends. So I'm not about to get into a friend situation. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, no tea, no shade. It's we all friends over here. Friends done linked up and talked about this when this person that came and talked to me about, for example, Kendra. I knew about Kendra and Wayne not being cool with each other for a long time before the whole world found out about it. I ain't finna just start saying it. She came to me. She said, "Okay, girl, you got it. I'll go handle your business." Q is back. So this is when, I was in Florida. Mm-hmm. What's going on?
No, I'm saying my audio had left out my AirPods and now I can't get it back. You won't even believe who just called me. You gonna cuss their ass out when you see them.
Who called you?
You remember there was a little light-skinned little thing I used to bring to your house?
Oh, we cool.
No, why would you call me right now?
Right, no, we cool. Child.
Nothing changed, child. I'm trying to get my headphones connected back. Go ahead.
No, but the audio right now sounds great. It's a little feedback. It was good, but now it's a feedback.
Is it better now?
Yes.
Okay.
No. I mean, no, it's not.
Okay, hold on. Oh Lord.
Hello.
Okay,
hello. Okay.
Hello.
Okay, so we was in Florida. There's a picture of me from back in the day where I had on this black onesie and I'm standing like booted over at this ice cream shop. But that was that week. Always booted, child.
Always booted.
I got a phone call from Stone, right? And me, like I said, me and Stone was cool. Stone came over to the house. Stone spent the night with us. You know what I mean?
Wow. Go ahead and run it.
You don't remember Stone spending the night with us?
No, I remember. I'm just saying, where like more people is involved in this, like.
Q, I told you all of this. Jesus, I told you all of this back then, again and again.
It'd be so long. I'd just be so mesmerized.
It just be so much. It'd be so much.
It'd be so much.
So Stone called me. Stone called me, and Stone said something to the effect of, Oliver, you know, I'm hearing all this shit. You know, I'm just a real bitch. I said, Stone, what's going on? What you talking about? What you hearing? He said, the people are saying you and King Kane slept together when you went to Dallas. And at that time, me and King Kane had no type of deal. I was like, we slept together? Mm-hmm. How? When? Where? Who told you this? He said, well, girl, I'm just going to tell it to you straight. Ressie G told me that when he was over there in T.S. Madison room, that it took y'all a long time to come over there. And when you came over there, your pants was like messed up. Or was it somebody's pants was messed up? I'm leaning more towards King Kane pants was messed up because I used to always wear jogger shit. So bitch, I ain't zipping. Just pull on, take it off. I was like, well, no. Well, King Kane and I were actually on live the whole time. Like we were on live to the people, and I actually had picked him up and like flipped him, and we kind of got like into a little mini scuffle on the thingy. So that's why his pants were disheveled. Like that was my first time meeting King Kane, and I'm working today. TS got to go to a booking. I'm not finna be hunching and being at a hot ass pool in Dallas and heat and smelling like Badussy and shit like that. No, like I gotta go work. Like if I'm a hunch at night when I can relax. I know I ain't got nothing to do the next day.
When I'm off.
And he was like, well, that's what Ressie G said. And so I was already tight. So then he said, and so what's this I hear about Q being homeless? I said, Q homeless? I said, Q not homeless. He said, well, that's not what Ressie G is telling me. Ressie G said that Q ain't got no place to stay and all this. And I was like,
and she wondered why I don't like her.
I was like, well, I don't know nothing about that really, but I don't think Q homeless. Got the information from Stone. I picked up the phone and called you. I think I texted you or called you. or something. I either text you or called you immediately, and I was like,
you
I don't
did
know.
not tell me who it came from, and that's when I got mad with you.
That's when you got mad, right? That's when you got mad, right? Because I didn't want to trouble the waters too much. But I was like, I don't know what's going on. But this is what Stone just called me and said, like, what he just got. I don't know what's going on. But this is what I just got from Stone.
I can see why I got upset with you because I'm such a straight from the horse's mouth type person. I wanted to go straight to the source and know what the fuck was going on. So when I came to you and you being my friend,
I didn't say Ressie G's name to you at that time. You sure about that?
No,
because at that time, Miho wasn't cool, so I don't think I would have had no reason to protect her.
I'm pretty sure. I don't think you gave me a name. No.
Oh, you know what it was? I think out of an emotional response, I texted you and I was like, "You don't know what's going on." I think I told you, but I was like, "But I'll tell you the rest once we get back to Atlanta." It was something like that. You was like, "Well, why can't you tell me now?" And honestly, that day, this is another behind the scenes tea. Me and my cousin had got into it real bad at my grandma's house, and we was cutting up real bad that day. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say me. I ain't gonna say tell nobody else's story. I'm gonna say me. Mm-hmm. I was cutting up real bad that day, and I was already on 35 out of 10. And so I was just like, my grandma over here falling out. I'm over here turning it up. My granddaddy trying to figure out what's going on. My cousin is just a lot going on. So yes, that's why I was like, I'll talk to you when I get back to Atlanta. But I had picked up the phone from Stone. Like, let me tell him this now before I forget.
And I think you had told my business manager that you was like, y'all was liking each other at, whatever y'all was doing. I think you had went to him first.
No, I did not go to him first. No.
You went to him, and
I will tell you. Yes, I will tell you how Derek got involved in it. Now, I want to talk about Derek just a little bit. Me and Derek was dating, basically. Like a lot of people
didn't know.
Yeah, Q didn't even know. Me and him kept it very well because
my business manager, bitch.
I mean, we wasn't talking about you. We was talking about us.
I don't give a fuck.
Well, we had to figure it out.
That's my big brother. He's my business manager.
Okay, but at the time, he was my man. So what you saying?
This bitch.
I mean, I was traveling to see Derek. Me and Derek talked on the phone every night. We talked multiple times. Derek,
I heard.
Derek was looking out for me. Derek was looking out for me.
I heard.
And we never made it official. We was trying to figure it out, and I think we just wanted to maintain the sanctity of it. I used to tell Derek a lot of stuff, not even about chasing, but I just would go to him because I just viewed him as a person of like wisdom and knowledge. I respected that about him because a lot of people respected him as being this knowledgeable person.
Business manager,
yes,
in the industry, and he's nice. He don't mind.
And he's exactly
giving information, telling you.
Yeah. And this the person I'm snooching up to. So we pillow talking at this point.
Yeah.
And so what happened was I got a phone call from Gaurdini who said, and me and Gaurdini talked about this in our chat. But in this moment, Gaurdini did the right thing. Lauren assistant. Her assistant at the time, y'all go back to season, I think 3. That assistant that was on the beach with her, the black girl.
That big girl?
Mm-hmm. Lauren assistant had got mad with her and was around here telling all of Lauren business. And she had videos, she had pictures, she had screenshots, and she had sent all of that to Gaurdini. And Gaurdini called me and he said, Oliver, I need you to tell me what to do right now because I do not know what to do. And me and this girl is cool and I do not know what to do. And he told me what the assistant had said, right? And I said, well, girl, you need to pick up the phone and call her immediately and tell her everything that's going on, which he did. Now, even though I heard Gaurdini say that, at the time, the Power 3 is in full swing. I just want y'all to hear me clear and hear me very clear. The brevity of the things that was said, it was just a lot. 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 And that whole attitude of me saying I don't want to get involved with that type of information being threatened to be whatever, I was like, okay, I need to say something. I do need to say something. I just don't know how to go about doing this. Because, girl, before I started dealing with chasing Atlanta hoes, me and my friends, we don't get into this, girl. We over here arguing about, girl, the math exams and, other stuff. All this shit that I'm doing and chasing is new to me. It's new.
Yeah.
Me and my friend groups ain't never did this.
Mm-hmm.
I called my man, Derek. I said, Derek.
Girl, I can't take my man.
I'm saying it just to stick a fork in you just a little bit. Just a little bit. And so I told Derek, I said, Derek, what I'm about to tell you, this need to stay between you and I. I'm coming to you for advice because I do not know what to do. Those were my exact words to him. I do not know what to do, but I want to do something. Mm-hmm. I need to do something. Derek knew, and me and Derek had grown that close. Derek knew everything about me.
Uh-huh.
When I say everything, Derek knew everything about me. There was nothing about my life that Derek did not know about.
You hit fight too. That's crazy.
I know. And he was surely mine. But
back then, I think. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I ain't gonna stop.
Go ahead.
And so I told him about the story I had got from Stone.
Yeah.
And then I followed up and I told him about the story that Gaurdini said, the assistant said about Lauren. And Gaurdini had showed me the stuff. So I knew what he was saying was true. He wasn't making up nothing. The girl had really sent him that shit. Mm-hmm. I said, Derek, these are my friends, but I do not know what to do because I said I know as soon as I tell them exactly what's going on,
me and Lauren was finna set.
It's gonna be up from him. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be up from him.
Yeah.
And so I said, Derek, what should I do? I told him the full thing. Derek told me what I should do. Okay, cool. We moved on to the next thing. Okay, cool.
What did he tell you to do? Tell me.
I can't remember. Yeah, he did say tell y'all. He did say sit y'all down and tell y'all. Because girl, it was just me now with all this shit would be a piece of cake. Me back then, new to everything. It caused my anxiety to go up. But anyways, he told me to tell y'all. Me and him then moved on to the next thing. Okay, cool. I'm gonna tell Q. Derek Jermaine hangs up with me. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. I mean, because that's how I refer to him. I'm sorry. That's how I refer to him. Derek Jermaine. I'm so sorry. Derek hangs up with me and calls Q. And it's like, what's going on? He calls Q immediately and tells Q everything I just told him.
Oh, yeah.
And then Q calls me. I'll stop right there. We'll stop right there. Because there's more to it. We'll stop right there.
Yeah, I just was hurt. You know, you got all these different people. You got Stone, Gaurdini, Ressie, who don't even fucking stay in Atlanta. You got your producer who's out creating rumors about you in Dario Abrams. And it's going to cast members. Now it's a storyline created on a show that a producer created about me when they were doing some personal work for me. And I feel like that's just his character. We'll get on Dario Abrams in a minute, but just knowing that this story stimulated from him is on brand, messy, and I'm gonna try to keep it right there.
So you and I stopped talking after that
for like a year.
No, it wasn't a year. Well, it was probably like
one filming scene. I mean, one filming season to the next, maybe.
No, because something else happened after that. And because this is all during the off season. This is still during the off season.
We haven't even got to Chasing LA yet. We are 4 hours in, and we are at the halfway mark. Like,
yes, but it's okay.
It's okay. People, I mean, it's been. I never talk and never do this.
We've never talked about it.
How much further we got to go, and we haven't even got to the Imani stuff that Derek was involved in. We're gonna get there. Woo! Y'all grab your
and so
drop a comment.
I just
be here for a minute.
No, we're gonna be here for a minute. That's why everybody watching, I'm gonna cut all this up so y'all don't have to you'll be able to watch it in segments. But that's why for like years, I think there used to be an energy with me just in the whole situation as Taiwan, because I'm like, y'all know I know what the real truth is, and why is y'all like, do y'all want me to? And I think it's because people know that I really value peace. You know, like I really value us not arguing or being upset. And so it's like, I'm just going to shut my mouth and not say anything, and I'll take the bullet, which I felt like I took the bullet for season 4 with this whole situation. But anyways, you called me, you got upset. Lauren called me. Lauren wasn't really upset. She just said, Oliver, she was like, you could have told me directly.
Just come to me.
Yeah. I just felt like with the brevity of it, it was a subject matter that gave me pause. And you know what I'm talking, I don't know how you.
But this is my thing. If we can talk about everything else from gossip to the show to this,
that's not something I thought. That's not something what Gaurdini told me. That's not something I thought I could just say. I didn't. At that time, I did not.
I get it. But I guess as a friend, what's going on over there?
Oh, girl, my nerves. I'm tapping on the thing.
Oh my God,
you can hear it.
Oh, yeah. Might break it in. You
Oh
hear
no.
that over there? But yeah, running this story back is taking my breath away, first of all. But yeah, honestly, being friends, I don't give a fuck what's going on. If somebody come to you with something about me, negative, positive, or I don't give a hell if you think it's going to rip my entire heart out my chest in that moment. Let me know what's going on and what a bitch out there is saying about me, especially if you're my friend. I think that's one thing that we had to grow through, get through. You're still, we're still working through that, because like you said, you like to keep peace. I like to keep peace too. Don't lie on me, and I like to go to the source. I like to hear it from the horse's mouth. And, I just wish back then you would have came to me, but I'm learning like that's just something. I don't know if it's like a only child syndrome thing or what, but I'm not sure. Or like just growing into conversation, having those difficult conversations with people, friends, and all that stuff. I guess for me, I just would have straight up said, hey, this is what 1, 2, 3 is saying. But it got to so many people. Then it got on the show, and it just was weird to me. So I was not forced to find a new apartment, but I'm just like, well, damn, all these. You got to remember, this stuff happened, but Dario was starting these rumors before I even had moved. This was early Q with the PIN number stuff.
What make you say he was starting that rumor?
Because when you just brung that PIN number thing back, that was the only person who knew my address. I didn't have gay friends. I was always at the studio. I was always working. Nobody ever came to my house. So it's like that rumor was silly to me that I didn't have a place when I had a place and a car, but I was always working. Nobody ever knew where I stayed. So you telling me this stuff, it definitely came from him.
And so fast forward, we still haven't picked up for the show, but I will say behind that, to go forward, we were, the three of us in conjunction with Dario were working on a show. Because after season 3, and I don't know what has been said to other people. I'm just gonna say what was said to me, right? And I don't got a reason to lie on nobody, because can't nobody, none of y'all hoes can whoop my ass. You know what I'm saying? Can't none of y'all whoop me. Not a single one of you bitches. I dare y'all to try. So I don't got no reason to lie on nobody. I ain't scared of none of y'all. And Dario came to me and said, girl, you was a breakout star for season 3. You saved season 3. You helped legitimize the show. Everybody really, 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 really likes you, which at that time, Chasing Atlanta was what made me pop and get followers, and I'm traveling, I'm booking, I'm performing, everybody know me, girl, that's Oliver on Chasing Atlanta, da-da-da. She was like, do you want to have a spinoff? So we had been going over ideas. It was like, okay, we was going to do a dating show, then we was going to do this, then we was going to do that. And I was like, you know what? People really like to see the 3 of us together, myself, Lauren, and Q. I was like, well, why can't we just do a show together? Because, I know I'm not going to be able to do it by myself. Like, I don't think a show just about me is going to be entertaining, at least not at this point in my life.
And it was your first season. Yeah,
it was my first season. And I'm like, at that, which I also have to understand, Chasing Atlanta is very guerrilla, independent style. Like, we don't got no staff or people to pull from. It's, that's not what it is, y'all. The editing is sickening. The editing is sick. The editing make it look like we got a budget, baby. We don't. Not like that.
Before we move forward, can you say that again? Ain't no team and all that over here.
Oh no, ain't no team. No, ain't no team.
Okay, so when we go to a further story, I want to bring that back up.
Oh yeah, the team. Every show's team is usually the executive producer. Whoever the executive producer is typically doing everything.
The team.
Yeah, the executive producer is usually the team, because that's how it was with me in the mix. Like, I had to do everything. everything. And so where was I?
Talking about the spinoff, our first spinoff. It was originally supposed to be your show, went from a dating show to just trying to figure out the ideas, and then kind of you and Dario worked it out and brought me and Lauren into the spin to actually get a show because you didn't want to do.
Oh, yes. And so that's when I came
long.
to y'all and I was like, y'all, let's do a show. And that's when we came up with the idea. It was going to kind of be like We Are Here, where the three of us would kind of be like coming in, doing makeovers with people, helping people like with whatever the issue they have, we would help them. Lauren would be like the beauty person, Q would be like the media person, and then I think I was like the arts, the music, the creative part of it all, like the artistic.
We were trying to do a spin on what's that show called, Queer Eye, with Karamo Brown, and how everybody does something different. We were trying to find different individuals in LA to do stuff with, give them confidence in the industry, or whatever they wanted to do. They could have been a damn math teacher. We just wanted to give you confidence, whatever it is you want to do, push you, and do that journey with a couple different people. That was going to be the show.
Yeah, and we actually had started. We had announced it, and we had actually got applications. We were starting to get applications. Like we were working on it.
We had a theme song and a trailer.
And a whole thing. Yeah, I remember making that in New York City in my hotel room over there on Bill Nails Road, and the daughter was like, "Yes."
It was cute.
I had spent a lot of time on that. But when Q called me, I'm assuming Q called and Dario, because then Dario didn't call me like going off. Probably like 2 hours later, an email, the Power 3 spinoff is no longer. Thank you. All the drive was gone. It was, thank you.
That's another pattern. We're going to talk about another pattern.
Oh, Jesus. But I'm just saying that's what happened. Like, and Dario was like, well, girl, we're not doing your spinoff no more. Like, it's canceled. It's over.
But what did it have to do with me? Why 2 hours later? What did I say?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not saying it was because of you. I just whatever you called and told him, he then called me fiery upset. Fiery. Yes. Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I remember. You did call him. You called him and he called me. I remember that.
I'm trying to remember, like, what would I say to make you want to pull the show? I mean, was I?
I think it was more so. No, I think it was more so just the drama of it all. Like, I think what had happened, it had came out that he was saying these things.
I've never addressed
Q, you called him. No, Q, you called him. After you got off the phone with me, you called him because he didn't call me. You called him because he called me.
It was behind the drama, behind the house drama?
Yes. Because I had told him everything I just told you. I mean, everything I just told you now, I told you then.
Yeah.
And you called him and said it. And I guess he was upset that I said it. But I was like, well, girl, y'all around here got
something that you said.
But I'm like, at this point, I'm like, but I'm like, girl, it's one thing if you just come in and tell me, because I ain't told nobody. It's another thing, well, now Stone know about it, who goes live and tells all of our business. Like, that's a whole different other thing.
Keep the list going. Who else did he tell? Who else did Dario Abrams as a producer run my business to?
I just know Stone called me and put the blame on him and Ressie G. That's what Stone did.
Gaurdini.
That's what Stone said. But I still don't think he called Gaurdini, because him and Gaurdini wasn't cool like that. I think the link between that was the best friend staying over there with Justin J. I think that was the link.
Anyway, too much fucking talking for me.
Yeah, it's too much talking.
For everybody got the damn story wrong. Instead of everybody coming to Q, Dario should have been running his mouth about my personal business. If he's working for me, he should have been running his mouth. That's just
not working for me.
Yeah, he was working for me, working with me. I think I was cutting him I wasn't cutting him $250 checks or cash apps or anything back then, but hell, the $25 I could get, he wasn't doing anything major. He was just helping me get monetized, helping me set up, do little things. You did more for me than what he did. So the fact that I couldn't get a PIN number to you because I couldn't figure some things out, you going around telling people that I'm homeless and I work for you, messy as fuck.
And so you and I aren't talking. Okay, do you wanna jump in now before I continue with the T.S. Madison video?
Go ahead. Right.
No, I'm saying, Do you want to jump in with anything I just said about that before I move forward to the T.S. Madison
Girl,
thing?
you about to make me pour up again.
Okay, so
might want to send him a text in the morning.
oh my God, no, see, Jesus.
Go ahead.
And so me and Q aren't on speaking terms. I ain't speaking to Dario either. Everybody mad at me, right? Because everybody, Q mad at me because he felt like I should have came and told him, and Dario mad at me because I went back and told Q what Stone done said after the phone conversation. Everybody mad. I didn't think I was coming back. I didn't think I was coming back for season 4, and honestly, I don't. If Kevon was not there, because Kevon really liked me, at least during that time.
Me too. I like Kevon.
Kevon really liked me. I strongly believe if Kevon was not on production at the time, I do not think I would have been asked back. No, I don't think so. I mean, it would have been okay because I was on WeTV the next year, so it would have been fine. But I don't think Kevon. If Kevon wasn't there, I don't think I would have been asked back. That's what I feel. That's what I think. Ain't nobody say it. That's just what I think.
Come on, come on, this cast.